Mitchell Trubisky on the trading block after the Bears signed quarterback Nick Foles. I know what you're thinking. Fies, is this clickbait? No, it's not, okay? And I will explain why. But first, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe. I talk a lot of Bears, talk a lot of NFL. You're going to want to stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure to follow me on my social media links down below. On the screen for my Twitter, Instagram, all of that. Reach out, ask questions. Do what you got to do. Here's the deal. This is not clickbait. I actually need to talk about this because this is something that a lot of Bears fans have been talking about. There's been articles popping up. I'm literally looking at an article right now. The Saints should trade for Bears QB Mitchell Trubisky and work on him being Drew Brees' backup. So stuff like that I'm literally seeing. So it's time I address this once and for all. So is Mitchell Trubisky on the trading block? Like, are the Bears behind the scenes shopping Mitch and we don't know about it? I don't believe so. And here's why. Ryan Pace should be the guy that is rooting for Mitch Trubisky the most out of anybody. Out of anybody. Why? Because he hitched his wagon to Mitchell Trubisky when he traded up to draft him. Okay, and we all know who he drafted him over. We don't need to revisit that. We've heard it a million times, okay? But point being is, nobody should want Mitchell Trubisky to succeed more than Ryan Pace. Because if Mitchell Trubisky is traded, that is Ryan Pace obviously accepting his L, knowing that he made a mistake. Now, here's the thing. It's not even just about who he passed up on. Making the mistake could just be admitting Mitchell Trubisky is not a starting quarterback in the NFL type of mistake. So, to me, that is Ryan Pace basically admitting that. So, to me, I don't think he wants to do that. I think Ryan Pace wants to give Mitchell Trubisky one last chance, okay, before he has to make a decision on him. We all know with the fifth-year option. And the chance is going to be this year in training camp. I'm not even saying it's going to be that Mitchell Trubisky is going to start the season and then if he falters, Nick Foles is going to take over. No. Mitch Trubisky is going to have to win the damn job. Like, in training camp, okay? And so, for that reason, I feel like Ryan Pace knows, let me just give this kid one more chance because I know that my entire reputation as a GM has largely been drafting this kid. I mean, think about it. We draft, again, I didn't want to revisit this, but damn it, you guys made me do it. We draft Mahomes or Watson. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, the Bears could have a Super Bowl by now or two or a couple. I don't know. But I'm just saying. So Ryan Pace should be rooting for Mitchell Trubisky. And the other thing, too, is if you've already given up on Mitch, I'm just saying if you have, you might as well have tried to move him by now or just moved him. Because here's the thing. If you have, Mitch is not going to succeed. He's not going to be able to prosper if you're not backing him. I just want guys to get a fair shot here. And that's it. And here's the thing. In the media right now, it's very divisive. You've got Bears reporters like Brad Biggs out there, who's very plugged into the situation, by the way. I'm not dismissing it at all. He's saying Nick Foles was brought in to be the starter. Then we've got national guys like Peter King saying this is still Mitch Trubisky's job to lose. Louis Riddick, who I respect out there, he's saying Nick Foles is going to win the starting job. Again, there's a lot of differing opinions. But for Ryan Pace to put Mitchell Trubisky on the trading block, that would mean he is accepting his L right now. And let me point something here real quick. If Mitchell Trubisky is not the guy, because we've gotten two situations now in the past of guys that were drafted high getting replaced, and now they're backup quarterbacks. Marcus Mariota and Blake Bortles, maybe potentially even Jameis Winston now. And let me bring up the board for you guys. So you got Marcus Mariota here, Blake Bortles here, and these are their numbers before the year before they got benched. Okay, Mariota played 14 games, 11 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and 2,500 passing yards. Blake Bortles, 13 games, 13 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and about 2,700 passing yards. This is Mitchell Trubisky's numbers from last year. 15 games, 17 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and 3,100 yards. Okay? Better numbers than both Bortles and Mariota. Okay? I know he played more games, but again, touchdowns are a decent amount more, and yardage is more, okay, by a decent amount. let's take a look at Nick Foles. And I'm not going to be able to put Nick Foles' best year here because I didn't put Mitchell Trubisky's best year here. So let's compare Nick Foles' most games played outside of that 1 year in Philly where he threw 27 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. That was in 2015 with the Rams. He played 11 games. 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 2,052 yards. That was, again, back in 2015. And keep in mind, Nick Foles has not started more than 5 games since that year. Okay? So for all the people out there that are ready to just hand the job over to Nick Foles, I just want to remind you, Nick Foles has not started more than 5 games since 2015. Am I saying Nick Foles is not better than Mitchell Trubisky? No. I'm just saying let's not act like Nick Foles is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I get it. He won a Super Bowl MVP. So did Joe Flacco. So did Eli Manning. Okay? Just putting that out there. And we have never considered those guys elite quarterbacks in the regular season. So, again, back to the point of if Mitchell Trubisky's on the trading block, I don't believe so. It doesn't make sense for the Bears to trade him at this point. Literally, the answer is so simple. Just let it play out, okay? Because here's the thing, okay? The season comes. We've got training camp. Oh, I'm literally going to play this out for you guys. Training camp is here. Okay, you got Mitch. We got Nick Foles. All right, guys, duel it out for the starting job. Matt Nagy, I'm acting like I'm Ryan Pace. Matt Nagy, you guys, you're going to be able to see them every day. You make the call. Who's starting week 1? Okay? That's what we're doing. I'll point you 2 scenarios, okay? Matt Nagy comes back and says, hey, listen, Mitch has not improved. Nick Foles is looking like the better quarterback out there. I want to start him. No problem. Start Nick Foles week 1. There you go. Nick Foles is starting quarterback. Mitch is going to hold the clipboard unless an injury or Nick Foles goes in the tank. But then pretty much after the season, moving on. He's getting the Mariota and Bortles treatment. He's out of here, okay? There's no point in keeping Mitchell Trubisky after that. Scenario number 2. Okay, you know what? Mitch is playing pretty well. I like him. He's more athletic than Nick Foles. Our line hasn't looked that great, so I think I'll go with Mitch, okay? This is Matt Nagy saying that. Cool. Mitch starts week 1. A few weeks go by. Week 6. Mitch hasn't really been playing that well. Okay? We need a spark. We're coming off of 3-4 losses on a losing streak. I think I want to bring in Nick Foles. Okay, cool. At that point, can't go back to Mitch. It's over. He's out of here. So to me, it is so simple for the Bears right now. Mitchell Trubisky is on thin ice. Any sort of hiccups, he's basically out of Chicago. He's done with this time of year. So he pretty much needs to be very good, pretty much perfect for him to keep the starting job. And if that is the scenario, then why try to trade him? Because the situation will play it out by himself. And finally, I don't know if I've already said this, if you do try to trade him, I don't think Mitchell Trubisky, his trade market is going to be that great after his, down year last year. So I don't think very many teams are going to trade for him. So again, like I said, trade value won't be that great anyway. So there you have it, folks. Hopefully that answers this question if Mitch Trubisky is on the trading block. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.